magandang araw po sa inyong lahat.
Magandang gabi po sa inyong lahat.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening sa inyong lahat.
Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat.
Ako nga pala si Jean Kenneth M. Ilagan.
Ako si Louis Benedict Ignacio.
I am Albert Alvin H. De Jesus.
This is Dr. Giselle Barion.
This is Telma Maranya.
This is Attorney Dwight Ramos.
I am Dr. Evelyn Songko and I am happy to be with you.
Ikinagagalak ko makasama kayong lahat sa isa na namang makabuluhang kwentuhan dito sa Bridges.
Excited naman ako sa introduction mo, Dr. Louis. And I'm really so excited to be here.
It's really my pleasure to be invited here because this is a very good platform po. Not to be only bridging faith, hope, and love, but at the same time bridging the bond between the alumni and their alma mater.
Kaya tayo merong Santa Cruzan as a culminating activity of our devotional practices to the Blessed Mother, because all devotions to the Blessed Mother should always lead to Jesus.
Ang mga popular na issues sa mga Pilipino, no? Yung mga may kinalaman sa sikura, mga economic issues, trabaho, inflation. Pero kahit ganyan pa, makikita na ang mga Pilipino nagbibigay ng attention sa mga political issues gaya ng West Philippine Sea issue.
We need our future generations to meet their own needs without sacrificing also yung mga needs natin na nararanasan natin ngayon. So we need this clean air, malinis na hangin, malinis na tubig, yung lupa natin hindi pa poison, then okay pa yung mga karagatan natin, okay pa yung mga kabundukan natin.
O kaya naman dati maayos ang pagsasamahan ng mag-asawa, bigla na lang may nangyayari na hindi nila inaakala at yung kanilang family bond humihina. Pati yung relasyon nila sa Diyos biglang humihina.
I love you. I love Jesus, Holy Spirit, and Mama Mary. Thank you and God bless.
The PRR is not out there to, lose taxpayers. Pag nalugi yung taxpayers, hindi mo babawasan yung magbabayad ng tax.
First and foremost, we embrace change. We need to cultivate our passion for learning and to be flexible based sa Thomasian values ng commitment, competence, and compassion.
Go back to your core. When things are really, really tough, when you're going through transitions, when you're going through changes, go back to who you are as a person and as a leader. And at the same time, yung core values natin as Thomasians dati, perfect din parate as a guide for me. Always have to be competent, you always have to be committed, and more importantly, the compassion side of it is going to be your edge in any kind of workplace that you're going to be working.
Happy anniversary to Bridges! Here at Bridges, we build bridges of faith, bridges of hope, and bridges of love.
Beliefs, shared behaviors, and practices that are passed on from generation to generation constitute our heritage. In the Philippines, May has been proclaimed as the Heritage Month by virtue of Presidential Proclamation Number 439. Two religious practices in the country that have been passed on from generation to generation are Flores de Mayo and Santa Cruzan, which are traditionally held in the month of May. Both these traditions are practiced by the Catholics in the Philippines. As graduates of the Catholic University, the UST Alumni Association, in partnership with the Office of Alumni Relations, presents Santa Cruzan 2025. This is our devotion, our tradition, our Santa Cruzan. Today, we will dive into the nature of the Flores de Mayo and Santa Cruzan, two very popular Catholic traditions in our country. I'm Attorney Dwight Ramos, the president of UST Alumni Association, Inc., and I will be your host today, together with Dr. Evangeline E. Timbang, the president of the College of Education Alumni Association. Before I ask Dr. Vanji to join me, I invite all of you to follow UST-AAI on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just search for the top channel to enjoy the lessons brought to you by the Thomasian Alumni Community YouTube channel. Doc Vanji, good afternoon, and please join me.
Yes, magandang hapon, good afternoon, good day in all, corners of the world. To all our friends, Tomasians, and members of the community, magandang hapon po and welcome to the special edition on Santa Cruzan at Flores de Mayo. No? It's very close to our heart. Sabi nga natin, ito ang ating team na pananampalataya, ang ating mga minana, ang ating mga nakagisnan. Ito ang ating Santa Cruzan at Flores de Mayo. Napakahalaga ng buwan ng Mayo, no, sa kalagitnaan ng taon kasi dito natin nakakita paulit-ulit taon-taon ang magandang bagay na pinamana sa atin ng mga taong nauna sa atin. Ito yung mga bata, maganda ang mga damit, may mga anghel na nag-o-offer, nag-aalay ng mga bulaklak, mga sariwang bulaklak sa buwan ng Mayo. Walang
Yes.
iba kay Mama Mary. At ito talaga ay, ina-anticipate ng lahat. Mga
Yes,
nanay,
and
mga
that
community
being said,
members. Yes, okay.
yes,
So ngayon, nagsimula ulit tayo na makita ang tradisyong ito.
correct. And that being said, Doc Vanji, no, ano ba talaga ang, can you tell us the significance of Flores de Mayo and Santa Cruzan?
Alam mo, Atty. Dwight, syempre, konting research at pananaliksik, no? Ito ay isang tinatawag nating religious historical celebration, no? In commemoration of, lalo na yung Santa Cruzan. We would like to commemorate the journey of what we call Saint Helena. Si Saint Helena, kung tawagin ay si Flavia Julia Helena, no? Sa ancient Greek time, na also known as the Helena of Constantinople. Gusto niyang makita, gusto niyang malaman nasaan ang original na krus kung saan napako ang Jesucristo, no? Where Jesus Christ was crucified. Sa kanyang journey sa Syria, sa Palestine, at sa Jerusalem, naging tradisyon na ngayon. Naalalahanin, commemorate ang search or ang journey niya. At dahil dyan, taon-taon, no, nagsimula ito upang, especially in those mid-1800 na tinitingnan nila at pinag-aaralan paano ba natin mako-commemorate o maalala ito. So we see in different parts of our country in particular, pagka Santa Cruzan, no, mayroong mga celebration. So ito ay mula sa unang araw ng Mayo hanggang huling araw ng Mayo. So ang mga bayan-bayan, even small barangays, you'll see them excited to celebrate and participate in the celebration. They will dress with beautiful, dresses, colorful dresses. May mga simbolo yan, may ibang mga reyna, may mga katawagan ang mga reyna. So, meron pa tayong mga Ave Maria na nagsimbolo ng dasal natin. At syempre, nasa bandang dulo ng prosesyon, sa linang prosesyon, makita natin doon ang Reyna Imperatriz, ang Reyna Helena. At syempre, dahil ito ay isang nakagisnan tradisyon, meron tayong tinatawag na Hermana or Hermano Mayor na silang namumuno sa celebration na ito taon-taon. So napakaganda, no? Napakagandang tradisyon ito na hindi natin dapat makalimutan. Kaya dito mismo sa loob ng ating pamantasan, makikita muli natin ang tradisyon ito.
Yes, totoo yan, Ma'am Banji. And of course, we start with the Flores de Mayo, yung ating pag-aalay ng mga bulaklak, no, sa ating Mama Mary, and then yung nabanggit mo nga yung Santa Cruzan. Through the many years, no, Ma'am Banji, ito naging part na rin talaga ng cultural heritage natin, and nagkaroon tayo ng sariling cultural identity dito. Paano to, how is it reflected in the Santa Cruzan that we are doing?
Well, actually, hindi ba sabi ko nga Santa Cruz and then susundan ng Flores de Mayo because in the month of May, we see the budding and flowers all over. At the same time, sa Santa Cruz at Flores de Mayo, pinapakita din ng mga mamamayan ng mga Pilipino yung pasasalamat sa mahal na Birhen dahil nagkaroon siya ng maraming biyaya na marami siyang ani. You know, the harvest time is normally in May. Diyan kasi may anihan ng palay in particular. So one way to show the way of saying thank you, Jesus, thank you, Mama Mary, for all the blessings, for the harvest, nagkakaroon ng celebration sa mga, everyday life of a typical Filipino family. At ganoon din naman sa mga syudad, nagkaroon na rin ng celebration katulad nito.
Correct. And sa ating mga Pilipino, no, very close to our heart si Mama Mary. Kaya naman siyempre, nagkataon pa. May is, of course, sa May 11 is Happy Mother's Day tayo. Kaya talaga naman.
Ang daming reasons para mag-celebrate tayo ngayong susunod na mga araw. Nabanggit mo na Mother's Day, Ayan, hindi lang sa Pilipinas siya, sa ibang bansa din yan. At the same time, meron tayong election. Yan. At the same time, tayo mismo sa ating UST Alumni Association ay magkakaroon tayo ng ating tradisyon ng pag-celebrate ng Santa Cruz Flores de Mayo on May 8.
May 8, yes. And nabanggit mo syempre yung election eh. Pwede na rin kasi motherland. For
Yes.
our motherland naman yan. Kaya everybody, no? Dapat vote wisely din tayo. Yes.
Yeah, attorney, huwag natin kalilimutan na i-share sa ating mga viewers and listeners na bago tayo mag-celebrate ng Santa Cruzan, no? At
Yes.
Flores de Mayo, for the first time, ang ating Alumni Association ay nag-organize ng Marian Exhibit.
Ongoing yan.
Ongoing yan, oo. So we are inviting everyone to come to the lobby of our VGPAP building or dito makita nyo ang iba't ibang imahen ng ating Mama Mary. At ito ay dahil sa contribution, no, cooperation ng ating mga partners ng iba-ibang diocese, ng ibang mga parishes, at mga private families na nag-share, no? Pag nandun ka, talagang maramdaman mo talaga na you are blessed because of the physical presence of Mama Mary. In the spiritual prayers natin, every day nagro-rosary tayo.
Yes, and at masasabi ko talaga, Ma'am Banji, they're very, very, very beautiful Mama Mary images that we have, no? And Ma'am Banji, going back to Santa Cruzan, alam naman natin, syempre inadapt na nga natin yan, naging cultural heritage natin. At alam naman natin, pagdating sa kanya-kanya nating mga bayan-bayanan, may kanya-kanyang tradisyon din tayo dyan. Nung bata ka ba, Ma'am Banji, na-involve ka rin ba dito? You're from Baliwag, Bulacan, hindi ba?
Baliw was famous the procession pag Holy Week. Pero nag-observe din kami sa bawat barangay ng aming, munting Santa Cruzan. At everyday sa simbahan ng San Agustin sa Baliwag, mayroong floral offering na ino-organize ng mga hermana at hermano. So talagang well-lived to, itong tradition na ito, no? So nakakatuwa kasi it simply shows, no, how much we really adore and love Mama Mary. Ayan.
That's right. At syempre sa amin din sa La Union, alam mo nung I was growing up, isa ako sa makulit na bata noon, hindi ako masyado talagang nagpa-participate, but I can remember the feeling. Pagka panahon na talaga ng Santa Cruzan, alam mo naman kami, mga tawag namin noon, makukulit na mga bata talaga, nandyan lang sa tabi-tabi, pero we can feel the spirit and yung happiness and then the devotion. Talaga namang it's something that you always look forward to. Taon-taon yan, and then you feel at home and you feel happy together with all mga kababayan ko doon sa Nagilian, no? Because I'm from La Union.
Oo. Hindi ba natatandaan mo kapag ina-announce na ito na, malapit na ang buwan ng Mayo, lahat excited na, at nagsisimula ng maghanap ng mga kanya-kanyang isusuot, naghahanap na ng sino ang pwede maging reyna at konsorte, at may mga arko na may mga dekorasyon ng mga iba't ibang klase ng palamuti, yung mga arko. At syempre may mga pailaw pa yan. Nung araw, mga gas lamp ang ginagamit. Ngayon may mga battery lamp na, at ngayon electric, na mga lamps naman ang ginagamit.
Yes, and I remember sometime my dad became hermano mayor din at some point.
Really?
Ako busy yung household.
Oo.
Talaga namang hindi yung talagang very bustling with the activity yung buong kapaligiran natin pagka nangyayari talaga yan. Ma'am Banji, dito naman sa UST, di ba? So meron nga tayo sariling Santa Cruzan. We'll be having it on May 8. Paano ba nag-umpisa ito?
Well, as far as I remember, that was, I think, in 2019. Yan. Remember nung organize natin ang UST Alumni Association, and we were drafting and thinking and planning of all activities. So to really keep us all bonded as one family. So isa natin naisip ay yung pag-organize nung Santa Cruzan at Flores de Mayo. 2019 yon. I remember si Sir Lito Malabanan yata ang ating unang hermano mayor. Yan. 2019 yon. So, ang dami din mga reyna noon, ang daming mga bulaklak na mga palamuti. So, lahat ng halos na mga estudyante, mga guro, mga staff sa campus, lumabas ng mga opisina para lang makita nila yung, kasi nga naman, they may not be able to go home to the respective provinces, to witness the original Santa Cruz celebration sa mga probinsya. Sa Maynilaan meron din, pero iba pag pala dito mismo ng campus ginawa ang Santa Cruzan. Unfortunately, noong 2020, because of the pandemic, wala muna tayong celebration. Pero hindi yan napigilan noong 2021 at 2020. Hindi yan, 2022, hindi nakapigil ang pandemic sa atin. So, instead of having the complete Santa Cruzan and Flores de Mayo, nag-Flores de Mayo muna tayo sa mga simbahan. So,
Online.
Oo, nag-online muna yung iba na nag-participate. Merong iba naman pumunta, syempre with all the mask. The mask. Pumunta at nag-alay ng bulaklak. Pero wala muna yung mga reyna, celebration. So I remember 2021, ginawa ito sa Santa Ana Church. In-offer kasi nung mga administrators ng church yung simbahan para doon gawin ang Flores de Mayo. At nasundan pa yan noong 2022 na ginawa naman dito sa ating parokya, sa ating parish, sa UST, yung Flores de Mayo din. Hindi talaga napigilan yung ating yung ating marubdob na pagmamahal kay Mama Mary na kahit pandemic, kahit nakamask ang lahat, kahit may mga malayo sa isa sa formation sa loob ng church, natuloy pa rin ang Flores de Mayo. At syempre noong 2023, yan, under Engineer Daisy Serrano ng Engineering Association, siya ang naging Hermana Mayor. At yung latest nga ay yung last year under Ma'am Isabelita Mercado ng AB Alumni Association naman. So every year, lalong dumadami ang reyna at every year lalong maraming gustong maging bahagi. So naman ay manood o umilaw o magdasal. Lahat sila ay nandyan para magsuporta sa ating celebration.
Right. And of course, in relation to this, I think nag-prepare yata tayo ng konting snippets to show yung mga past Santa Cruzan natin. Baka we can play it para makita ng ating viewers yung mga past Santa Cruzan episodes natin dito sa UST.
Okay.
Siguro if we can share it.
Let's do that.
Yeah, and it really brings back memories.
Wow.
Not only of the past Santa Cruzan, but really the feeling, no, yung bata tayo, nakita natin din yan sa mga bayan natin. And Ma'am Banji, no, nakita mo yung mga estudyante, tuwang-tuwa, yung mga teachers. So talaga namang I think talagang itong isang tradisyon na truly Filipino.
Yes, it's really a celebration of the entire Tomasian community and friends. Kasi merong mga teachers na nag-reyna, may mga support staff din na na-involved, nag-reyna din sila, may mga estudyante na naging banner bearer natin. Yung ating mga, even our cleaners, our janitorial services that were involved, everybody, pati security, everybody. Yes.
The whole community of Tomasians.
Nakakatuwa.
Yes.
So, this year we have another alumni who will be our next Hermano Mayor.
Yes.
Attorney, pwede bang ako naman ang mag-introduce sa kanya?
Go ahead. Have the pleasure.
Okay, sige. Our guest today, yes, is a very famous entrepreneur. Ayan.
Yes.
And he has a lot of sense, S-E-N-S-E, and sense, S-E-E-N-T-S. Imagine, may sense and sense. And of course, he's no other than Joel Cruz. What about Joel Cruz? He is an entrepreneur, an accomplished businessman who is known as the man behind the success and continued growth of Aficionado. Yes, it's a very famous brand of perfumes, not only in the Philippines, but also around the world. He graduated in high school from the University of Santo Tomas, well, 1982 yun, di ba? And therefore, in 1986, he earned his degree of Bachelor of Science in Psychology. Now, counting already 25 years of success, wow, silver anniversary na, no? Finding his niche in the fragrance industry, our guest continues to expand his ventures and also already celebrated his 40 years, not only as a businessman and entrepreneur, but also as a philanthropist. Imagine at a very young age, no, hindi lang negosyante, marami pa siyang naitutulong sa kanyang kapwa. He never forgets to give back to the community by supporting a host of beneficiaries and causes. This year, he found his way as the Hermano Mayor of Santa Cruzan 2025 of the UST Alumni Association, and of course in cooperation with, of course, the Office of Alumni Relations. And today, we welcome him as our guest, no other than Mr. Joel Cruz.
Joel, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome to Bridges, Sir Joel.
Yeah, good afternoon, Attorney Dwight and Mom Banji, and thank you for having me here. And good afternoon also to all the viewers, whether you're a USD alumni or not. Welcome to this show.
Yes, and of course we're very happy to have you, but also very happy that you can support us, no, dito sa project ng UST Alumni Association Santa Cruzan 2025. So Joel, let me start off by asking you, how do you feel about being Hermano Mayor for 2025 here at UST Santa Cruzan?
Well, I'm so honored and excited and very happy, of course, to be the Hermano Mayor of my alma mater, UST, for the Santa Cruzan. And also my 8 children are also excited because they will be participating during the parade. And at least they will see my beautiful school. They're studying in an exclusive school, but this one is a very big university of Santo Tomas. So they're really excited to see my school.
That's true. And of course, makikita nila not only the school, but also, sabi nga natin kanina, the whole Tomasian community in celebration of this very special occasion. Talking about this Santa Cruzan, Sir Joel, does it have a special place in your heart? Nung bata ka, did you have experiences also with Santa Cruzan? And does it have some meaning to you?
Well, there's a lot of meaning actually, because I'm religiously devoted to Mama Mary. I say the rosary every night it's every night religiously for the past 6 years. And but during those days when I was a little boy, it was my sisters who participated in the Santa Cruzan like the Reina Elena here in our place in Sampaloc. And I just learned that Ma'am Banji is from Baliwa. We're also from Bulacan. My mother is from Bustos. And my father from Angat.
Neighbor town.
We're neighbor in Baliwag and Bustos. Yun. So I was just holding the, did you call it karosa or something? Or missing the candles or the lights. That was my participation actually, but I was never be a part of the Santa Cruz. It was my two sisters who participated.
Yes.
Oh, interesting, no? So, imagine you're from Bustos and from Baliwag, and we are neighbors. Just a river separates us. Isang Bustos River lang talaga. Oh, imagine that small world po. Okay, so since you'll be part of the Santa Cruzan procession here, right inside the campus, well, which do you think are particular places in the campus that might bring back sweet memories?
Okay. You know, I'm a full-blooded Tomasian from elementary, high school, and college. So, College of Science, the main building, no, whenever I see it, no, it brings back a lot of memories to me for 4 years in college. Also, the high school building, Pay High. Also, education building, no, elementary. Because I just used to I used to take jeepney when I was in elementary from our place, no, to UST. So I have to walk from Laon-Laan all the way to almost Governor Fort, almost España. Going to educational building and vice versa, going back home. Also the grandstand where we use our ROTC, medicine building, because whenever we have events, medicine auditorium. Yun. So basically, and the gym also. Taekwondo, yung basketball na PE, no? And football sa field. Yun.
Pasado si Sir Joel. Talagang true-blooded Tomasian nito kasi lahat ng binanggit niya totoong-totoo yan for all of us. Diyan tayo nagkakaroon ng pagkakapare-pareho mga Tomasians. Yung happiness and experience of really going around the campus. Kaya naman, Sir Joel, when was the last time you came to the campus?
Oh, just recently. During the opening of the Moyan exhibit.
Oo nga pala. I saw you there, yes.
May 2, dun sa Alumni Center lobby. They introduced to me present to me the different Mama Marys that we have there. Very informative, no, miraculous, no, and nakakatuwa kasi they came from different places in the world, no, and pati yung mga significant na miracles na nagawa nila in different places.
Yes, and we're truly glad na ngayon nasama na kami doon sa tinutulungan mo, no? And how do you feel about coming back and paying it forward to your alma mater?
Well, of course, very, very happy. But with UST, we've been supporting UST. Saan ba yun? Nag-support natin sa UST dito. During Christmas Gala, no? Sa Scholars of the Conservatory of Music, no? And support also to Paskuhan event for the past 3 or 4 years. And of course, the UST High School Alumni Association initiatives, no? We're also participating there. And even yung at UST singers, whenever we have events like baptism of my children, we invite them. Si Professor, sorry, I forgot his name.
Yes.
UST singers, yeah.
Yes.
UST Symphony Orchestra.
Yes.
No, we're also inviting them during my events.
Nice.
All major activities, you're part of it. You're always there to support them. So you're known for that. You're not just a business-minded person. You're just not into just expanding your business all over the world, but you're also there for you to share your heart to everyone that would need help. And that means a lot of communities aside from UST, right? So
Yeah.
I heard about you building a chapel or helping build a chapel. So which are your favorite charitable works so far?
Well, with that chapel, I live here in Sampaloc, Manila. This is my office right now in Instruction Retiro, but 2 blocks away, it's Calamba Street, the NSPS or Nuestra Senora del Perpetuo Socorro Parish Church. It used to be a parish church, but now after my, I'm just part of the support, no, dito. Now it's a shrine. No, ang ganda-ganda niya.
Right.
Hope we can invite you here. Kapag may mga events kami like baptism ng anak ko, I just ask all the ninongs and ninangs, maraming ninongs and ninangs here, about 20 ninongs, 20 ninangs, no, just to give donation here. So before we were able to raise like 550,000 pesos, and then the second christening, we were able to raise like almost 700,000 pesos. So dinodonate namin sa church. And recently, kasi kulang na sila ng 2 million pesos, tinulungan ko na sila from my own pocket, yung 2 million pesos, no, para matapos na yung church. And it's very, very beautiful church dito sa Sampaloc, Manila. Which in fact, 2 days ago, May 4, Sunday, fiesta dito sa amin. No?
Wow.
Nag-celebrate kami ng fiesta.
Yes.
And aside from that, meron din ako mga charity works like Hospicio de San Jose, Hospicio de San Vicente de Paul, Tahanang Walang Hagdanan, Missionaries of Charity, Home of Joy sa Tayuman, Tayuman, Santa Cruz, PGH Pediatric Wards 9 and 11, Red Cross of the Philippines, Philippine Cancer Society, Kapuso Foundation, and ABS Foundation.
Yeah.
Oh my God, so many, so many lives that you have touched. Being safe and yes, you've made a difference.
Even in Rome, Italy, yung Pontificio Collegio Filipino and the Vatican, in coordination with Papa Abel in 2016, we were there. We brought Martin Rivera dun sa Rome. Ayun. And then, tinulungan din namin yung Pontificio Collegio Filipino on the Vatican, dito sa Rome, Italy. That was in 2016.
Yes. Dwight, hindi naman nakakapagtaka na napaka-successful ng kanyang products, ang mga services, ang kanyang business because he just have a big heart for everyone who needs his help at hindi siya magdadalawang isip na, you know, tumulong, mag-help. Imagine that. Sa dami ng mga na-mention niya, nahihiya pa siyang sabihin niya na yung mga charitable organizations niya. So therefore, just maybe it will be a personal question, no, Joel. So parang ang nakikita ko puro success, puro happiness, pero definitely in life, meron naman ding times na nalulungkot ka siguro o may mga problema ka. How do you go over these challenges?
Well, a big blessing na nangyari sa buhay ko talaga yung aking 8 children. No? Especially when they were younger, mga babies, so adorable. Mahilig kasi ako sa bata. So I was blessed with one set of twin. No? Ngayon, 12 years old na, si Prince and Princess. Tapos yung second twin, 9 years old na, both boys, Harry and Harvey. And then the third twin again, imagine na, 3 kambal yun, boy and girl, Charles and Charlotte. And then the 7 and 8, parehong single pregnancy, parehong boys, Zayd and Zip, but they're only like 5 months apart kasi 2 surrogate mothers. But only one biological mom and one biological father.
Okay.
So biological siblings lahat sila. Yun, bonding with them, playing with them, you know, ang sarap ng feeling talaga. So, bihirang-bihira yung dull moment sa akin, yung malungkot na moment sa akin, yung gano'n. I'm really very blessed. And malaking tulong of course ang UST, kasi UST pa lang, when we're in elementary, lagi kami din nadala sa church, sa chapel, magmamass, gano'n, yung kami ng elementary. Dati nga na, memorize ko na yung misa ng pare. How I wish, no, one of my children can be a bridge.
Yes, why not?
Yes, that's nice. And of course, we will be seeing more of them dito sa Santa Cruz, and I'm
Oh,
sure
yeah.
we're gonna be meeting them. But talking about that, Ma'am Banji, meron pa yatang isang anak si Sir Joel talaga naman na pag binanggit mo yung pangalan synonymous Pag binanggit mo ang aficionado, that's Joel Cruz. At pag sinabi mong Joel Cruz, aficionado yan.
Yes, of course. Oo naman, wala nang iba. Oo nga. And talking about aficionado, this is a very famous brand that you introduced, no, to the market. And this talks about Filipino fragrance brand which skyrocketed, no? Talagang nakilala na. And everybody's aware of this. So this is actually a path breaker for you. How did you come up with this idea? Why of all business ay nasa fragrance business ka po?
Okay. Aficionado started in the year 2000. In fact, we're celebrating our 25th year this year, 2025. But after graduation, this is my second business actually. After graduation in 1986, I had my first garment business. It also started from a very humble beginnings. Apat na makina lang from 1987 hanggang 1997, nagkaroon na siya ng mga more than 100 high-speed sewing machines. Naging factory na siya. We were able to supply SM, Robinsons, Landmark, Rustans, yun. So, it was so unfortunate kasi during the Asian crisis, nagsara talaga yung mga garment factories in the Philippines because ang kinukuha nila ng mga products na, yung mga RTWs from China, Bangkok, very, very low price. Kaya hindi na makapag-compete yung Philippine market. So wala kaming choice kundi isa na lahat yung garment factories that time. So that was in 1997. I went to the States kasi immigrant din ako noon. And finally, year 2000, I started Aficionado. Also very humble beginnings din dahil isang kiosk lang siya o isang cart lang sa Ever Gotesco Grand Central. I used to work for my father's trucking business until 5 p.m. Meron din yung mother ko kasi na party chairs and tables for rent. Yung mga rattan chairs, yung mga naging mga black chairs na yun. At 5 o'clock, pupunta na ako sa Ever Gotesco Grand Central na kayo nagbibenta. Doon ko nakita yung very promising yung products. Na there's a lot of people. I was talking to like 30, 40 people, no, or more. Tapos we have free testers. Tapos bibili sila, no? It was not a hard sell kasi gusto nila yung perfume, mabango, it lasts for a long time, more than 8 hours. And then when they come back after buying, kasama nila yung mga friends nila, office mates, kapitbahay, yung gano'n. So word of mouth na lang. So this was really a real blessing na sabi ko, nako, pwede tayo mag-expand dito. True enough, nakapag-expand kami not just in Manila, hanggang Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, no, within 2 years. And then we're able to put up our own factory, no, manufacturing plant in May Kawayan, Bulacan after 5 years. And then we started our franchising. No, right now we have more than 400 franchise stores nationwide. And also international na rin ang Aficionado sa 18 countries.
Wow.
And I'm so proud to say na sa lahat ng Filipino stores sa buong mundo, nandun ang Aficionado.
Yes.
And I would like to thank also yung mga OFWs kasi sila nagdadala ng Aficionado sa ibang bansa. Whenever I see them, talagang, kunyari, nasan man kaming country magkita, lalabas sila sa bag nila yung Aficionado. Ganon.
Yeah.
Kaya, I'm so thankful to everyone na tumatangkilik ng Aficionado.
That is the true Tomasian spirit.
True. And Sir Joel, no, just focusing a bit, di ba nagkaroon din yung Aficionado also gave financial opportunities, extend profitable opportunities to Filipinos? Paano ginawa mo ito?
Well, kagaya ng mga dealership namin, yung ganun. Kasi ang dealership namin, for as low as 2,500 pesos, they can start a small business. Kasi ang franchising, you have to rent a space. Medyo mahal din kasi ang rental sa mga shopping malls, sa mga shopping establishments. So, in-introduce namin yung dealership for as low as 2,500 pesos. Meron na kaming product na bibigay sa kanila. Pwede na sa bahay sila, housewife sila, no? Wala silang work. Pwede sila magbenta sa bahay na nila, sa kapitbahay, sa kaibigan nila, sa school, gano'n. Yun. Yung iba namin mga dealers, siguro sa buong Pilipinas, may mga more than 2,000 dealers kami.
Wow.
Minsan umaabot ng 3,000 yan sa buong Philippines. Yun, tapos minsan lumalaki na yung business sila, nagpa-franchise na rin sila. Yun. Yung mga OFWs din, ni-introduce namin doon because sa ibang bansa, padala sila ng pera, tinuturuan namin sila na wag lang yung mag-fish din sila kumbaga yung mga pamilya dito.
Yes.
Wag lang yung bigay sila ng pera. So yung mga pamilya nila sa Pilipinas, kami tumutulong para magkaroon sila ng hanap buhay. Yan. Then, nagiging successful din naman yung mga dealers namin.
Yes. And itong online naman ngayon, e-commerce.
Yes. Meron din tayo dyan sa Shopee, Lazada, TikTok. Noong una nga, akala ko yung TikTok kasi hindi kasi ako masyadong sa mga social media. Akala ko yung TikTok pumunta ang TikTok dito. Magti-TikTok daw ako. Akala ko sasayaw ako. Sabi ko matanda na ako para sumayaw pa. Sabi, hindi Sir Joel, magtinda tayo sa TikTok. Sabi ko, sige, buti na lang, pumunta sila. You know, in just a matter of 2 hours, nung natinda ako sa TikTok, nakatinda ako ng 2 million pesos, 2 hours. Wow. Sabi ko, wow, tinalo na yung sahod ko dito dahil 2 oras lang, baka hindi na ako papasok sa office, magti-TikTok na lang ako.
Yeah.
Very resilient, very relevant business.
Ang galing na, Ma'am Vanji. Lots of strategies. And isa pang strategy na nakita ko when I was looking at Aficionado is yung refillable bottles, na Joel. You also introduced that.
Correct. You know, when I was starting in 2000, sabi ko kasi, medyo pag nagdi-dream ako lagi malaki, sabi ko, sana hindi lang konting Filipinos ang mag-appreciate o tatangkilik ng Aficionado. Sana buong Pilipinas, yung ganun, parang household commodity talaga siya na nandun lagi sa bawat bahay. Kumbaga kung lahat gumagamit ng toothpaste, ng sabon, sana ganun din si Aficionado. So I was thinking, paano kaya? So, naisip ko yung parang soft drinks before, yung bote na sinusole. Yun yung ginawa ko. Sabi ko, gagawin ko na lang siya. Since glass yung perfume, pag bumalik sila ulit, balik lang nila yung empty bottle. Bibigyan ko sila ng discount. Before, ang discount namin, mga 50 pesos pa malaki pa pag binalik yung bottle. So, kunyari, 200 pesos yung perfume. Pag binalik nila yung empty bottle, 200 pesos na lang babayad nila. No? 200 minus 50, 150 na lang babayad nila. Yun. Tapos bukunin namin yung empty bottles. So lahat ng empty bottles, it's a glass. Pina-check namin sa FDA. In-approve ng FDA na i-refill namin. So nililinis namin yon. Ang pinapalitan na lang yung mga straw, yung mga sprayer, yun. Pero sa bottle, may savings pa rin kami. At the same time, zero waste, no? Wala rin kaming tumutulong din kami sa environment para protection na wala din laging tinatapon. Nakikip namin lahat ng mga para na-recycle din siya.
Attorney Dwight, paano ba yan? Best example na yata ito na
sa ating care for Mother Earth talaga naman But there's one more. Total nandito na tayo, Sir Joel. Isa pa is yung kiosks, no? Mukhang yun, that was also part of your strategy.
Oh yeah, because the kiosk also well, mahal kasi sa alam niyo yung mga inline, like yung mga nakikita niyo sa mga shopping malls, yung malalaking kunyari space mo, kunyari 40 square meters, 60 square meters, ang mahal talaga ng ganung rental. So, with kiosk or cart, it's along the walkway. So, kitang-kita ka. Kitang-kita ka ng mga naglalakad. So, at of course, with the free testers, naaamoy pa nila yung baon ng pabango. Kaya, magpa-flock talaga sila dyan sa store namin. The kiosk naman, yun ang isang advantage or the cart na very visible sa mga tao. At the same time, the rental is just like 4 square meters or 6 square meters. Medyo mas mababa compared dun sa mga inline stores. Yun. And at the same time, pag kunyari natapos na kami sa kiosk, na re-remodel pa rin namin yung kiosk, pwede namin gamitin kunyari sa mga groceries. Kasi sa groceries may mga standees din kami. Nagagamit, yung hiwalay-hiwalay naman kasi yung mga kiosk magagamit pa rin namin. hindi lagi siya tinatapon. So, kailangan talaga sa negosyo ganun. Kung mapapakinabangan pa yung mga gamit mo, huwag mo agad itapon. Pag-isipan mo muna, no? Gawa ka ng costing na hindi na malaking cost. Kunyari, konting renovation lang, konting repainting lang, yung ganon. At the same time, yung mga tao ko naman, in-house din. So, I trained them, binigyan namin sila ng mga training para matuto sila mag-spray, o magmasilya. So, ganon, para hindi masyado mahal the expenses. Yun yung mga tips din siguro sa mga negosyante.
Ang galing. And Ma'am Banji, no, mukhang may kiosk yata tayo sa Santa Cruzan.
Yes, of course. Maybe Joel can share no, yung in the next days, makikita natin yung kanyang mga sampling kiosk.
Yes. Good thing you mentioned about that because since we're celebrating our 25th year, meron po tayong raffle promo. We're going to give away prizes worth 25 million pesos.
Wow.
Pasasalamat namin sa lahat ng tumatangkilik ng aficionado. Pero kahit bago kayong bibili ng aficionado product, kunin nyo lang yung sticker, parang ganito. Pakita ko rin samples. Meron ganitong sticker. Natatanggal po itong sticker. Pag tinanggal yung sticker na yan, lagay nyo lang sa small or short envelope, white envelope.
Okay.
Write your complete name, complete address, signature, and phone number. Maglalagay po kami ng drop box doon sa UST.
Naku, sana manalo.
Thank you. Maraming sasali dyan.
Ang mga prices natin, 25 units na brand new electric vehicles.
Really?
25 brand new na electric bikes.
Wow.
25 units ng iPhone 16 Pro. 25,000 cash. Saka 25 na staycation sa aking White House of the Lord of Saints sa Camp Johnny in Baguio. It's a boutique hotel.
Oo nga pala, may boutique hotel nga pala si Joel sa Baguio. Yes.
Yes.
Maganda tayo mag-check-in.
Sige, I'll invite you, of course.
Anong pangalan ng hotel, Sir Joel?
White House of the Lord of Saints.
Yun.
That's in Baguio.
Yes.
I can also invite you sa, I have also Mansion of the Lord of Saints sa Tagaytay naman.
Wow.
We look in the Taal, Lane.
Yes.
Very successful talaga, no? Very successful si Joel. Pero may narinig pa ako, may parang food business pa yata.
We started the food business, yung takoyaki,
Yes.
year 2000 during pandemic. Okay naman siya. Nagkaroon kami ng maraming franchise din. Umabot yun ng mga almost 100 franchises.
Oh my God, ang bilis.
Mabilis
Dumami.
yan, But after ngayon, just recently lang kasi, nag-slow down na kami dun sa food business. We focus dito sa aficionado talaga.
Okay.
Nag-trim down kami kasi masyado rin malaki yung expenses namin dito sa commissary, no? Dun sa mga bayad din sa mga chef, yung ganon. Kaya medyo tinitrim down na namin yung takoyaki, yung food business. We really have to focus on the bread and butter namin, which is aficionado.
Yan.
From perfumes to hotels to clothes to food. Naku, what else? Wala kang imposible
Also,
kay Joel.
Si Ma'am pala na nasa California, meron din po ako dyan, 6 na buildings sa Los Angeles, California.
Really?
Po, mga katas ng aficionado.
Real estate investments na.
Nasa real estate naman.
It's a good business din sa California. Yung isang building, hindi naman po siya mataas na building, mga 2 to 3 floors lang, pero malaki siya, mahaba.
Yes.
21, 23 na tenant. Yung mga banks, dental clinics, yun, mga restaurants, a bar, Popeyes, yun yung mga tenants.
Wow. And going back just a bit, meron tayo isang phone-in question dito. Sabi niya, Sir Joel, in your journey as a Tomasian graduate to where you are now, how has UST's core values of competence, compassion, and commitment instilled in its alumni contributed to your success?
I'm so blessed na I was able to study at UST from elementary, high school, and college. Ang gandang foundation ng UST kasi, like for instance, elementary pa lang, religiously, dadaling kami lagi sa simbahan to pray, yung ganyan. So natuto na kami magdasal. So hindi lang sa bahay, like my mom used to teach me how to pray, pati din sa school, yun. And yung kagandahan ng foundation ng UST, hindi lang talaga yung good education, yun. As a person also, no, na-build yung character namin. So like me, especially psychology, ang aming course, nakatulong yung course ko rin sa business ko, yun sa mga rapport with other people, and yung character na na-build sa akin dito, yung very religious, very honest ka, hindi mo haluan ng anumang mali or kalokohan yung negosyo mo, yung buhay mo. Ang daming blessings na darating sa buhay ko na nangyayari talaga. Kagaya po na sinasabi nyo kanina, ang daming success, pati nga yung anak ko, hindi ko akalain talaga magkaanak ako. Akala ko noon isang anak lang, pero na-bless ako ng 8 anak, no? Yun. And with family also, ang ganda ng aming samahan sa family, no? Na mga 7 siblings kami, pati yung kaya pa nag-party kami, just ko sa family lang, ano na kami, 50 plus na. Pag nag-travel kami, sinama ko sila. Ganun kalaki, isang bus na kami. Ayun, so, the values na makukuha mo dito, no? Especially Filipino values, yung ganun, close family ties, very, very important. Yun, and kasi ako pagka nagiging ninong ako, pinukwento ko parati sa kanila sa kasal na sana mo kayo magkakahiwalay kasi ayoko yung gano'n talaga.
Yes.
Sila. Kasi ganun na nakita ko sa magulang ko, sa mga kapatid ko, wala nagkakahiwalay. Kasi minsan yung mga bata, lately, nakikita ko sila na anak sila sa labas, no? Tapos isa rin anak sa labas. So parang minsan nabubuo sila na yung mag-boyfriend, mag-girlfriend, parang silang anak sa labas. Parang okay lang maghiwalay sila kasi gano'n naman yung foundation nila. Kaya I'm always saying, sana respect yung sacrament of matrimony. Yun, na talagang sagradong sila magsama hanggang buhay. Yun.
Yes, beautiful.
Yeah, ang masarap pag sa UST, hindi lang education ang habol mo, pati yung character mo, mag-build up talaga.
That's true.
Okay.
That's
So if
true.
there's just one challenge that you'll not forget in the business, no, what would this be?
Well, when you start a business, it's very, very challenging. A lot of problems, a lot of troubles, gano'n. So, siguro, huwag lang talagang susuko, no? Never give up, talagang continue lang. Kasi like what happened sa akin after nung failure ko dun sa garment business, I started again a humble beginning ng perfume. Ngayon, sobrang laki na siya. Hindi lang Philippines, na nakakapag-recognize even other nationalities worldwide, recognized ng aficionado. So, when I was starting my perfume business, siyempre, konti pa lang ang pera ko noon, we cannot afford yung manufacturing plant. Kasi when you have your manufacturing plant, mas malaking income mo. Mas maganda ang magiging income mo kasi ikaw na nagma-manufacture compared to sa nagpapatolling ka pa lang. Kasi wala ka pa manufacturing plant. And we started our humble plant dito sa office namin dito sa Retiro. Ayaw ng FDA, it should be inside a like yung Sterling industrial part of plant talaga yung gano'n. Hindi pwede sa commercial buildings lang. Yun, so that time wala akong pera. So ayoko naman mangutang ng pera. So hinihintay ko lang lahat ng benta namin. Naipon. So yun din pala isang tip din. Siguro, isang tip din is, pagka nag-start ka ng business, pag kumikita ka, hindi huwag mo nang gagastusin mo sa ibang bagay. Kunyari, bili ka na ng magandang kotse, magandang relo, magandang alahas, magandang bag, mamahalin, gano'n. Paikutin mo lang, paikutin lagi yung pera sa business. Kagaya ko, nung pinaikot, nakatayo din kami ng manufacturing plant, no, sa Bulacan, na sa may Kawayan, Bulacan yun na wala kaming inutang sa bangko.
Nice.
So these are the challenges talaga, mahirap.
Yes.
Pero with the faith of God, we do pray every day.
Yes.
Sa opening ng work namin, sa opening ng office namin, closing ng office namin, we do pray. At the same time, sa lahat ng stores, no, lahat siya meron akong ginawa rin na prayer noon. Opening sa stores bago sila mag-start ng yung mga sales personnel. At pagkatapos sila, bago sila umuwi, nagdadasal pa rin sila.
Okay. Naku, ano ba yan, attorney?
Ikli ng oras.
Time, parang detail. Nandun pa lang tayo sa pinag-uusapan yung mga challenges, the stories behind the success. time na, ano ba yan, napakaikli naman ang ating oras. We actually have still a lot of questions, but because of time, so siguro at this point, no, Sir Joel, what advice can you give to those who would like to be an entrepreneur like you? Yeah.
Well, passion is very, very important, no? Sa business naman kasi, let's say, anong product ang gusto mong i-create or anong services, no, you have to put your passion doon. For instance, kunyari, nagtatrabaho ka, may ginagawa kang kinikreate ka na product, kahit abutin ka ng mga alas 2 na madaling araw, alas 4 madaling araw, basta nandun pa rin yung passion mo, yung heart mo, nang gusto mo yung ginagawa mo. I believe that's it. Yun ang talaga ituloy mo. Kasi importante na nakafocus ka, nag-enjoy ka, love mo yung ginagawa mo, no? Or kahit na ito ay services, kunyari cleaning services sa mga bahay o sa office, yung gano'n, para magsisend ka lang ng maids, no? Gano'n. Kung yun naman, alam mo naman yung mga ways kung paano yung mga mag-ginis mabuti. And importante din maging original ka as much as possible. Huwag kang kopya. You must have your originality. Mag-isip ka, no, ng something na ikaw pala nag-i-introduce nito. Huwag kang mga as much as possible.
Right.
Yeah. And sa food also, let's say sa food naman, kung ano yung, kasi minsan sabi mo, isang food, spaghetti, halos nakakapare-pareho na yung lasa di ba? So parang common na yun. So think of something that you're different from the rest, no? Tawag doon, yung talagang mag-hype talaga yung ano mo, product mo, sarap ng spaghetti na ito, sarap ng sauce, yung gano'n. Gawin mo lahat, i-perfect mo. Pati yung paglambot ng noodles, for instance, di ba? Kung magiging, ano ba tawag term doon? Yung parang malabsa ba yun? Sorry.
Al dente.
Yung ganun. So, think of the best product also. Kami dito, ganun pa na food tasting kami. Kasi gusto namin ibigay sa consumers yung the best the best na products yung ganun. And you have to evolve also. No?
Correct.
Okay. Sir Joel, thank you so much for these wonderful advices, all from your heart and from your best practices, from your experiences. Tatlong letter P ang natandaan ko eh. You know what? Passion, perseverance, and prayer. Yun ang mga sikreto, di ba? And a lot more. So, ang ganda po ng sharing nyo ngayong hapon, no? Nakakatuwa because you never give up sa mga challenges. You always dream something big for your family and you love the family to be together all the time. And of course, prayer and of course, admiration and devotion to Mama Mary. Maraming salamat.
And certainly we learned a lot from you. Thank you very much, Sir Joel. And see you on Thursday. That's May 8th at in the afternoon, early afternoon. We will have our Flores de Mayo and Santa Cruzan. And then, of course, if you still have time, the Marian exhibit is still ongoing. So, maraming salamat again, Sir Joel Cruz.
Thank you also, Attorney Dwight, Ma'am Banji. So much. See you po.
Yes, more power. More power.
Thank you so much.
Yes, and thank you to all our viewers sa lahat po ng nakinig at nanood ngayong hapon. Good day to all of you and maraming salamat. See you next week. Next week, we will have our Mother's Day episode, of course, because it's still the month of May and we will be celebrating Mother's Day on Sunday, May 11. Before we end, we would like to thank also, of course, the sponsors, UST-AAI and the UST College of Education, Alumni Association, Foundation, of course, Aficionado, BEST, and all our supporters. Everyone is invited, of course, to watch the UST-AAI Santa Cruzan and to join the Flores de Mayo Mass at the Santissimo Rosario Parish at 3 p.m. Bring your own flowers for the offering for Mama Mary. And here at Bridges, we do not build walls, we build connections of people, ideas, and knowledge.
Because here at Bridges,
we build bridges of faith,
bridges of hope,
and bridges of love. Mabuhay! Enjoy the rest of the evening.
Magandang gabi po.